That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the much anticipated first team counter between Unimo and DURBELL here at Unimo Rugby Club. This has been a massive build up to see these two strong sides in the Super A League coming up against each other, and this is going to be one big encounter that's going to be one for the books. We've got some really good experience, some good youth in the mix for both sides, and I'm sure the coaches are really excited to see all the preparation that has gone in the week, and it will finally be displayed here today. Reinhard Alman, captain of Unimo, also a journeyman and quite a talisman for his side, leads by example, quite a Martin Johnson type of character, and I'm sure he will lead from the front and make sure that his side goes in a good direction. DURBELL's forwards again looking quite menacing, looking strong, as it's been the DNA of the club. Big forwards and smart halfbacks and pacey outside backs, and I'm sure the encounter today is going to be one for the books. Junaid Aronsa outside centre today. He will do the kick-off proceedings today. Nice high restart. Fortunately, DURBELL's players couldn't gather that ball. Dion Tiart also has been for many years with DURBELL, and that's a quite neat exit out of his 22. Not enough advantage shown there. Small knock-on by Unimo, and we set for our first scrum today between these two big packs. We got some big set of forwards here. Christopher van Wyk, also better known as Tiny van Wyk. He's been around the block for a while, and I'm sure he will want to assert his dominance come scrum time. Both teams seem to look like they're ready for a big encounter and ready for that first all-important scrum. Got some great experience here from both sets of coaches. We've got on Unimo, we've got Ishmael Dolly, former player that has taken the reins. Also, we've seen part of that coaching team, Adrian Jacobs, a Springbok, that is also giving his experience to the younger generation, which is awesome to see. Both sides matching up quite nicely there in the scrum, both packs. Oh, a nice little chink there by the 8th man of DURBELL, but couldn't get the offload, couldn't find the hands there, Peter Smith, but still manages to get the recovery. Tiart for Bosman. Nice, good defense there. Unimo's centre, Adrian Roberts. You can see Unimo has really opted for an experienced squad this year. Dion Tiart, scrummer for DURBELL, will just look to find the good touch, and that's a solid touch finder by the experienced number 9. Line out for them inside the 22 of Unimo. And it looks like with that set of forwards, that size, there's nothing else going to come then. A line out, drive line more. Nice, stable, good quick set there for the forwards of DURBELL. Getting some good ascendancy and a drive. A little bit of a breakaway there. Tiart setting up. Justin Basson. Unimo will want to get out of their 22. Nice long throw in. Good catch there by the flank forward, Leon Carstens. Nice exit from the 9 of Unimo. Wasib Talib. Love his energy that he brings to the side. A lot of talking, a lot of geeing up the forwards. MC de Jong would want to find his jumpers here. Solid line out by Durberl. TR to Bosman. Bosman with a nice jink. Same side play here by Durberl. Really looking like a real organised fit, but just a small mistake there. Not finding their runner. A lot of talk with the ref. I'm sure the captains would want to call their players just to be a bit more disciplined and to leave the ref and just rather do the playing instead of the talking. Looks like Deontay will opt for touch. He's certainly got the legs to make it for the 3 points, but I'm sure the boys, after a year not playing, they are here to play and make the most of the opportunity. Good touch finally there by Tiart on the 22 of Unimo. Unimo been under pressure here from the start of the game, and I'm sure that they will want to get stuck in on this line-out more to get themselves back into this match. Again, good line-out there by MC de Jong. Durbell's forwards finding real momentum with the maul. Ref giving them the advantage. Unimo coming from the side. Tiart would want to get a good clean out for this ball. Plays de Bosman. Nice double switch there by the inside backs. But overzealous on that occasion. A dummy pop by flank forward Carl Tritter, giving them the lowdown of what's going to take place now. Durbar is playing with the wind, hence the momentum so far in the first side of the half. So I think Unimo will just want to absorb this pressure as much as what they can and try to get out of their 22 and keep ball in hand, especially playing against this wind. Liner just on the 5 there for Durberl, and I'm sure we know exactly what to expect here. Nothing but a really good strong maul coming up, and Durberl having a third opportunity to see if they can get points on the board. Again, Unimo trying to sack that lineup but being unsuccessful. MC de Jong with a breakaway. Unimo piling up the pressure, and it looks like a small little knock on just before the try line. I think Durbar will be so disappointed with that outcome after all that exerted pressure. Good discipline shown there by Unimo on the defense. You can see Alman is just barking out directions in terms of where the scrum needs to go and where they need to be. They've got two options there with Alroy Brandt, who also got a really good boot on him, and the experienced fly of Junaid Aronsa, who's been around the block as well, and I'm sure he would want to find touch. Both backs still trying to find some momentum in the scrum. I'm sure Durbar would want to get a big shove up here on the try line of Millington, and that's exactly what we are seeing. But Good recovery there by Adrian Parvater. And a solid exit there from Junaid Arendse. Still under pressure, Unimo. Durbar looks like that they've set up camp here in the 22 of Unimo and would want to capitalize on the opportunities that they've been given. They would want to maybe mix it up here and maybe hit it through the middle. Good strong surge there by Hannu Stoffberg. Diart again with a sharp shoot delivery. Nice thing there by Jacqueline Martinez, and again the discipline letting Unimo down on that occasion. Looks like Diart will again opt for touch since they've been working beautifully for them. And Diart making sure that he gets the ball out. Unimo has been under pressure since the word go, and I'm sure they would just want to counter this barrage of attack from the back of Durban. Again, MC de Jong being clinical and sharp with his throw-ins. Looks like there's a bit of a detach in the maul there with a bit of a jink, but just short of the tie line. Calls for the ball to come out, especially there on the blind side with some space there. And again, Durban not capitalizing on the opportunity what they have, and I don't know how much opportunities they still want. Unimo really putting up a exemplary effort to keep Durban out after that pressure and relentless attack. They got a nice platform here where I'm sure Peter Smith, the 8th man of Durban, would look to pick up from the base and maybe see if he can jink over on the blind side. Looks like they want to go for that scrum. They are keeping that ball inside there. Ref giving the advantage again. Still seem able to put that ball over the cross line. Diart with a quick pass. Still Unimo still shutting them out. I'm sure the ref will start to look at his pocket, since it's been a series of penalties inside the 22 of Unimo. Bella being relentless with their pressure and the attack, and looking for that all-important 5-pointer to get that scoreboard ticking. Again, Diart opting for the scrum, since it's been working so beautifully for them thus far. And I'm sure they would want to get reward for all the pressure that they've been building since the start of this game. Diart opting to keep that ball in. Referee asked him to use it, and here's the pickup of the 8 and a nice offload. And finally they get reward for some power play by their forwards. The wing Janku Conradi finishing off a well-worked offload there from the 8th man, Peter Smith. And I'm sure the coaches of Durban, Warren Peterson, Marius Arvia, Jason Hector, will be really happy with them finally getting on the board after that barrage of pressure in the opening stanza of this game. Good to see that club rugby is back up here in the Western Province. It's been such a long time since we've seen these men play rugby, and I'm sure as happy as they are, also you at home, the supporters, are happy to see some club rugby going, knowing that I know that you want to be on the side of this field. Fantastic kick from the corner, taking the lead up to 7 for Durbar. A fullback Angus Cleopas, the sharpshooter, getting the all-important 2 points. As said, not always nice not to have supporters here next to the try line. It really brings a fantastic vibe for club rugby. But knowing that you are watching at home via live stream that is proudly brought to you by Enhanced Sports Media, to get you closer to the action, to see your club playing in this fantastic league. Good take up there by Unimo centre. Unfortunately, not enough space for him there on the side. And line out for Durbar just inside their own half. Scores 7-0. Durbar taking a lead after applying multiple sets of pressure on Unimo and finally getting reward after almost camping in the 22 of Unimo. Again, beautiful line out by Durbar. Nice setup there in the middle, quite physical. Again, not rolling away quite quickly. Deontay are quite frustrated there. And the ref finally gives the penalty for rolling away, not rolling away quick enough from the ruck area. And I'm sure TRTO will try to speed up the game and get that touch finder inside the 22, especially with playing with the wind. And finding the touch. Lucky there for the wing, Jody Dennis there on the far side, not getting that ball, especially looking into the sun. And again, Durbar on the 5, and Unimo back in that place of pressure. And I'm sure Durbar would want to again make the most of their lineup that has been working so well for them, and to get another all-important 5-pointer. Bit of a messy lineup, but managed to get back ball. Diart again trying just to mix up the play. Good solid defense by Unimo, trying to keep him up, but not successful on that occasion. Diart playing same side and really doing well. Carl Tutor really running strong, and potential obstruction there, but the ref says play can continue. Bosman again with the loop around. Jaco Martinez being nice and slippery in contact and getting the ball back. And I think the ref's patience is running out. He's been warning Unimo on countless occasions, and looks like his patience is run out, and he's given the yellow card to Hooker Zandercase of Unimo. And that has been a result of relentless pressure and poor discipline by Unimo on that occasion, and I'm sure he will be disappointed with himself. Deontay are not wasting any time, trying to maximize these 10 minutes and kicking out for touch on the 5. Unimo again under pressure, and I'm sure MC De Jong would want to find his jumpers for a good strong ball. Nice drive again by Durberl, but losing the ball, and a short pass by Dion Tiart for Dylan Goliath, and Dylan Goliath finishes again another well-constructed move and play here by Durberl. Durberl taking control of this game in the early stanza and making it look easy. Score now 12-0 with kick to come, and Angus Cleopas has been quite a sharp shooter from the tee, looking quite sharp also in the warm-up, hitting them over quite easily. But Durberl's back again, showing again resilience, and RP De Beer, the lock forward, Justin Basson, taking real good control in the lineouts and just managing the energy of the pack and directing it in the right direction, and Durberl getting the reward for their relentless pressure. Cleopas would want to push it a bit right with the wind coming quite strongly. And he just couldn't get it on that occasion with the wind pushing it to the left. But a nice effort by the Burley 15. Score now 12-0 in the favour of Durberl. Durberl making the most of this win behind their backs and getting a quite good early lead and taking control of this game. Junaid Arendse with a restart. De Beer again, safe as houses, taking that exit. Dion Tiart with a nice high box kick. Parwater with a good gathering. Also a family member of our coach Jerome Parwater. He's been also a journeyman in Province Rugby. Fortunately, Unimo couldn't gather that flat pass. Dion Tiart just again directing proceedings. Jacqueline Martinez, nice pass there. Good pace shown there on the outside from Janko Konradi, and Bosman in support. MC De Jong pitching the ball quite nicely. Carl Tutor being a real menace there. His eyes got a bit big and looked up. Cleopas would be a bit disappointed there because there was an opportunity on the outside. Maurice apologizes immediately for that unforced error, and I'm sure he'll make amends in his next opportunity. I think Unimo will be relieved that they could get a feed in the scrum and get themselves back into this game, even though they've got a man in the sin bin. Their hooker Zander Case has been in the sin bin for a few minutes, and I'm sure they would just want to launch an attack from the side, especially playing against the wind. Maybe taking on that blind side there with Junaid Arendse and their pacey wing Dylan Goliath. Again, a great barrage scrum there from Durbanville. Jacqueline with a brilliant offload. Again, the unforced error by Etienne Swartz, not gathering the ball in contact. You can see the coaching staff a bit frustrated with it, that unforced error. Unimo trying to exit from their 22. Junaid would want to keep ball in hand since they're playing against the wind. Looks like a box kick. They will opt for the box kick. Good kick there from the scrum off. Wasib Talib just taking charge there of the pressure that they were under and getting quite a good exit. I think Unimo will be happy with getting out of their 22 after that pressure. De Beer again taking charge, calling a 5-man line out and getting the line just inside the half of Unimo. Diart to Bosman. Again, Jacquin again with a power surge right there through the middle. Again, Durban not staying on their feet and conceding the penalty. And I'm sure Unimo will take their time to get that ball out and will just milk the minutes until Zanderkeis can come back to the field. Hard words there by the centre, Adrian Roberts, just encouraging his team. But Junaid Aronson not finding touch. Dion Tiart with the up and under. Got enough hang time there and just couldn't gather the ball there, but got good air time there. One of my good friends will always say, under you bad up and under, finding some good air time. Bit of an injury halt here for one of the props of Durban, Henlu Weber, just receiving some attention from the medical staff. And I think Reinhard Alman, captain of Unimo, having some hard words with the forwards to get back into this game and start to dominate the physical exchanges. They've been under the cosh now for quite some time, and I'm sure they would want to get some ball and just get some form of attack on the attacking plane and get themselves back into this game. MC de Jong being immense again, and Durbal's line out the safest houses. Bosman again to Jacquin with a nice little offload, attacking the space on the outside. Harpier, De Beer, again barging over the advantage line. Bosman, ooh, that is a good hit there by Unimo's forwards. Jacquin just again recovering the play. They are playing same side. Dalen Goliath opting rather to change direction. Carl Tutor has been almost everywhere, and good pressure there by Unimo, and again forcing Cleopas to make the error. And finally they can get a scrum inside the half of Durban, and they would look to launch an attack from here and hopefully get some points on the board and get themselves back into this match. Currently Durban leading 12-0. Skew throw there by the hooker, replacing hooker for Zanderkeis, and I'm sure the coach Ishmael Dolly will tear out his hair for that mistakes, knowing that they are a man down and just want to keep ball in hand until they can get back to full strength. Scrum for Durban just inside their own half, and they will be looking to make the most of the one-man advantage and build on their lead. Again, they opting to keep that scrum, and can see Unimo is really being punished in that area of the game. Clean service there for Tiart and to Janko Conradi's hands, and again the unforced error. Just seemed like Unimo are struggling to get into the game, and Tiat will be looking to get some good real estate here with this kick. Fantastic kick there again by the diminutive scrum off, and getting the liner just inside the 22 of Unimo. And looks like Zandercase is out of the sin bin and would want to make amends for letting his team down. And Unimo back to full strength. MC de Jong has been quite clinical with his throws, and will look to finding his jumper there. And he finds Hanno Stoffberg. Apologies, Justin Basson. Getting a bit of a truck and trailer. And I'm sure that Unimo will want to play from here, since the wind has been quite robust in their faces. Janet Arendse finding the touch. A lot of activity happening here on the sideline, with the coaches really barking out instructions and trying to ging up their forwards, especially from the Unimo forward contingent. Zandercase will want to find his jumpers and get some ascendancy in their play. Tiny van Wyk managing to get the ball. Totally playing again. Adrian Parwater, a really industrious 8. Some good play here by Adrian Robertson, releasing. They would want to offload again. Again, the 50-50 offload, letting him down on that occasion. Just lacking on the communication on that in that phase of play, but they're building an innings. They're getting themselves back into this game, and you can see they are really up for it. Scrum on the halfway, Durberell feed. They've just took their foot off the gas a bit and just led Unimo back into this game, and they will want to assert themselves again back into the scrum. Penalty for Unimo again. The loose set of Durberell not keeping his bind, folding under pressure. Quite a topsy-turvy little occasion here in the scrum, since Durberell has dominated this part of play so wonderfully. Zandercase would want to find his jumpers here, and they will want to launch a good attack here to get some points on the board and get themselves back into this match. Reinhard Alman. Zandercase not finding his jumper, but of miscommunication on Lanart. There's some space here on the outside for Tiart. Tiart with the box. Good gather, playing it inside, but passing the ball over Alroy Smith's head. Aiden Roberts are recovering the ball beautifully, and some good feet shown by the experienced centre. Jeanette Arendse with a nice cut-out pass. Elroy showing some good speed there on the outside, the fullback from here. A good chip shown there by Elroy. Can he finish it off? He can finish it off. That is fantastic play there by the fullback. Started off there by Adrian Roberts. And they got themselves back into the game with a much needed 5-pointer to get themselves back into this encounter after facing a series of pressure from the Durberell contingent. But Alroy Brandt showing some real good set of skills, some good footwork, some good pace on the outside, and a smart little chip and the perseverance and the to get the finish. And I'm sure his team will be really proud with that effort. Score now 5-12 in the favour of Durbar with the kick to come. Junaid Aronsa, normally also a sharp shooter, has been also around the block for a while and has been really known for kicking his goals quite beautifully. Junaid just scuffing that kick. Now the wind is quite strong here, and trying to keep the ball as low as possible, but didn't happen for you on that occasion. Although the scores are still locked at 5-12 in the favour of Durbar, and I'm sure the coaching contingent of Unimo will be really proud after the pressure that they've faced, and playing against the wind, they've done beautifully well to get themselves back into this game. Tiart with a restart. Knock on, but the ref seemed to be letting it go. Durbar bench barking out some orders to the ref for giving the knock on. It's unfortunate there for Adrian Parvat, who probably expects a bit more of himself in that occasion. He's an experienced player, he's a provincial player, and it's quite an important part of this Unimo pack, and he will not be happy with that effort. Scrum just outside of the 22 of Unimo. Durbar playing with the wind, and I'm sure they would want to capitalize on this part of the field. Man again with a good pickup, but again the unnecessary 50-50 pickup, and he will be frustrated with that outcome. Talibs with a box kick. Good feet there shown by Dylan Goliath, former Paul Rooser, showing some really good feet. Reinhard Elman coming out of the line. Good steal there in contact by Adrian Roberts, and the ref giving them the penalty. They will look to play quick here. Adrian Roberts with a good pass. Alroy Brandt, a danger man there on the outside, again showing some good feet. Oh, and again the 50-50 in contact. Unimo will be quite frustrated after showing some good momentum and launching some really good attacks. And the unfortunate knock-on error, and Durbar back into get the scrum feed in just outside of their 22. Unimo showing some real fight, getting themselves back into this game. Albeit playing against the wind, they've been really holding on to the ball quite nicely, and showed some real good fight to get back into this game. We've been treated with beautiful weather today for today's encounters, and it's been a real blessing for these guys that want to play running rugby. Looks like Kevin Ngidi didn't keep his bind there on that occasion and conceded the penalty. And quite unfortunate knowing that they were inside the half of Durban and maybe trying to stay there for a while just to also put some pressure on this well-oiled machine of Durban that has been running quite smoothly in this majority of this game. Tiart again with a crisp pass. Jacqueline again taking the ball up, but high in the contact, and great steal and rip there from the Unimo forward. Ruan Achenbach. Again Roberts with a quick feet. Oh, great hit there by the flank Hannu Stoffberg. Nice ching there by Walip. Cleopas with a nice clean gather. And he's holding on to the ball, and a well-deserved penalty. Parvater standing strong over the ruck, getting the point, getting the steal and getting the penalty for his team. Junaid Arendse would want to find touch. Great touch finder by the experienced 10, just inside the 22 of Durban. And Zander Keys would want to find his jumper here. They want to launch a nice attacking ball. Nice clean takeout, but they was infringed there in the line out. Zander Keys with another power surge. They will want to capitalize with this momentum inside the 22 with the advantage as well, the penalty advantage. Some space on the outside. Tiny Van Wyk opting to rather go through the middle. The ref in the way there. I'm sure Wasip Talib will be quite frustrated there since they've got that momentum. Score still 12-0 in the favour of Durban with 9 minutes to go. And I'm sure Junaid Arendse will want to find a touch as close as possible to the try line of Durban. He finds touch. Reinhard Elman again just rallying his troops, calling out the line-out call. Parvater gets the ball, nice quick chink and bit of a change of play there by the number 6 of Unimo. Can they get reward for the pressure that they've put in place? The ref is almost off his feet trying to see where that ball is. And it looks like it's been held up by Durban. A lot of talking there and trying to tell the ref to try and sure Unimo will be so disappointed there. It's half time with scores 12-5 here at Unimo with Durban leading. And stay tuned for the second half. It's going to be a humdinger of a match.
Shall I zoom in on the mountain and make it look like DSTV?
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for the last 40 minutes of what was a fantastic day of club rugby, from the under-20s to the third team and the second team, and now finally concluding with the first teams, concluding this fantastic spectacle of rugby. Scores currently between the first teams, Durbar leading 12-5 after playing quite beautifully in every stanza of the game, and I'm sure they will want to build on their lead in the second half. Tee out with a restart. recovery there from Unimo back. Junaid Aronson with a nice cut-out pass. Aiden Roberts with a nice little inside step. That's one of his strengths. Wasim Talib. Reinhard Alman taking the ball up. Nice and strong. Junaid Aronson looking for the inside pass, but a bit of a high tackle there by Carl Shooter from Durbar. And the ref rewarding the penalty inside the half of Unimo, and I'm sure the Unimo would want to utilize the strong wing behind their backs, and Junaid Aronson will be looking for some real good touch finder on this occasion. Junaid Aronson not finding touch on that occasion. Cleopas trying to launch an attack. Bosman with a good step inside. Unimo will be frustrated with that opportunity that they had. Ref says play can go on. That's a great steal there by Unimo. Leon Carstens being a real menace in that ruck. Unimo's forwards showing some real intent. Tiny Van Niekerk taking up that ball. Talib would want to get that ball out as soon as possible. Aronson with a show and go, and nice pop inside. Roy Brandt not keeping onto the ball. And a nice launch from behind here from the number 7 of Durbar, not trusting his hamstrings on that occasion. Dion Tiard with a nice quick up, nice cut pass there by Cleopas. Hits are really flying in from everywhere. Tiard bringing Black Bay back to RP, De Beer. Eugene Bosman taking up the ball nice and clean. Great hit there by Jody Dennis of Unimo. Nice quick hands being showed here. MC Lutz, MC de Jong taking that ball up. Ball coming out slowly for DURBELL. RP De Beer with another strong take up, playing quite deep here, Bosman. Alroy de Brand making a good tackle there after his mishap there with inside the 22 of DURBELL. DURBELL just going back into their structure. Justin Basom, also former Marty's player. Great breakthrough there by Cleopas. Advantage shown to DURBELL for not rolling away. Arbia just putting in a massive shift today, really earning his coolie after the game. Nice little step there by the centre, Etienne Swartz. Nice pick up and drive as well there by the 28 of Unimo. Tiart again with a quick finish. DURBELL really building a lot of pressure. Bosman with a nice inside step. Great defense shown there by the captain, Reinhard Alman of Unimo. And the ref seemed to be losing his patience with Unimo. And it looks like the fly of Junaid Aronson received his marching orders for coming in from the side. It's a repeated infringement, and I'm sure with the wind behind him and his kicking boot, it will be sorely missed for this next 10 minutes. Tiart again opting to go for the touch, and with their lineup today being as safe as houses, I'm sure they will be keen to capitalize with the strong ball that they have in their arsenal. And MC de Jong rather not finding his jumper on that occasion, and a bit of a scuffle there between the two locks, Reinhard and RP de Beer, just asking each other again, how's your mom, and where we're getting each other after the game. Nice to see the scuffles and the guys really caring about their badges and their clubs and getting stuck in. Some changes on the halfback for Unimo with Osip Talib coming off and being replaced by Lawrence Pearson. Talib also probably didn't get enough opportunity in that first half with the pressure of Durbar, but he can be happy with his efforts today. Adrian Roberts will be keen to get a good exit for his side and using that win. But again, powerful scrum by Durbell, but Unimo managing to get that ball out of the scrum. Great surge there by the centre for Unimo, Alonte Losper. Lawrence Pearson managed to get the exit, not getting as much territory as he probably would have hoped to get, but nonetheless the ball is out, and I'm sure Durbar would want to rebuild for another lineup just outside of the 22 of Unimo. Good lineup again there. Hannes Stoffberg, experienced campaigner. Also played for the Free State Cheetahs. Durbar really showing some intent, but not staying on their feet on that occasion and conceding the penalty. And they will be really disappointed since they had a real opportunity on the outside to get some points. Score still locked at 12-5 in the favour of Durbar. And sure, Adrian Roberts will want to take his time since Junaid Roberts is in the bin, and we want to get some good real estate on that occasion. Good kick there by Adrian Robertson, finding touch just on the 10 inside the half of Unimo. And they will really be trying to make the most of the opportunities to get themselves back into this encounter. Alman barking out the orders. Sander Case with unlucky with a skew throw in, not agreeing with the ref there on that occasion. Looked straight, but we know the ref has the eagle eye and we got to trust his call. Nice little launch pad that Durbell can make use of. Nice little scrum inside the half of Unimo, also with the extra man on the back line. So I'm sure they will try to make the most of their one-man advantage. Also the 8-9-14, that is an option for Tiart. Scrum collapsing, but ref says he must use it. Tiart again with a sharp pass. Bosman, Cleopas. And the former Paul Ruasa, Dalen, with a great surge there on the line. Tiart trying to look for some support. Fantastic break through the middle there by Jacqueline Martinez. Hurting himself there in the process, but losing the ball as well. Roberts getting a good touch finder, but the ball also not going out. Bit of helter-skelter. Cleopas trying to see if he can find some space. And here's a real attacking opportunity for Unimo. And a penalty advantage for Unimo with Durbell being offside. And the ref also seemed to lose his patience. Got two options with a penalty on the halfway and a scrum on the 10. Looks like Roberts will opt for the touch kick, and they got a line out just outside of the 22. They will want to capitalize on this opportunity that they have. Unimo currently behind by 7 points, and they would have to score next if they want to stay in this encounter. Alman would want to secure this lineup with Zanderkees. Nice quick play there by Zanderkees, mixing it up quite nicely. Lawrence Pearson with a current pass to Pavata. Bit of an interesting decision with the man in the Sinburn on the back line, but nonetheless they still have the ball. Pearson changing direction. Great defense by MC de Jong, showing him who's boss. Tiartwood want to get it ball wide. Bosman with a huge cut-out pass to Cleopas. Dalen not getting the call of the ref. I'm sure he would want to get that ball and an opportunity. Bit of an injury there on the far side of the field. And just a chance for the players just to get air back into the lungs. It's been quite tough on the players since they've been just coming back from the pandemic break, and seeing them living out their passion and displaying their skills and talents is an awesome thing to witness today. And let's see if Unimo can capitalize on the scrum just inside the half of Durbar. They have been getting some opportunities, especially on the far side, but have taken the wrong option at times and just putting a bit of pressure on themselves. That has been really stifling their chances to get back into this game. Pearson with the feed. Nice steady scrum by both sides. It looks like Unimo got the shove there. Roberts with a nice little switch. Ref seemed to be not finding his way in a bit of a high tackle on that occasion. Alroy Brunt changing direction. Good flat pass. Seemed to be losing the ball in contact, and Bosman a bit messy there for a bit. Changes here by Durbar, where Roderick Moses comes in for Angus Cleopas. Looks like Angus Cleopas has got a bit of a limp. Looks like his ankle has not recovered from that previous injury that he got in the first half, and he can be quite proud with his efforts today. He's been good. He's been showing some real attacking intent, and he can be really proud of his effort today. Santos Case with the throw-in. He would want to find his jumpers. Alman with a good secure, even amidst the pressure. Ball really slowing down in that ruck area, not coming out as fast as Unimo would want it to come. Roberts really taking the responsibility of the first five. Like a good inside pass there. Again, losing the ball in the contact. I'm sure Unimo will be frustrated again. They're building pressure, but just not getting the ascendancy that they want. Coach Dolly changes the man that's in the Sinbin, Junaid Arendse, with an experienced campaigner, Monty Dumont. He's been also around the block with Hamiltons, and he's made a turn at the Sharks as well. And it's good to see that an experienced campaigner for him is still running out in club rugby and still as fit as a fiddle and enjoying his game. lot of changes also on the Durbar side with Msia, De Jong, the hooker, coming off, and also Carl Tutte, who's had some good innings today, as well as RP De Beer, the experienced number 5. He can really be proud also of his efforts and really enjoy his water after a powerful performance by those gentlemen. Monty Dumont would want to really apply his experience and just direct the energy at the right places, and hopefully lit up this back line who's got loads of pace and loads of skill. Ref says ball is out, play can continue. Diart with a quick clean. Bosman being quite, again, finding a good step, but again forcing the pass. You can see the frustration on the coaches' faces here of Durban. Not happy with some of the calls that their players are making and the unforced errors that they're conceding. Middleton finally gets the scrum just inside their own half, and I'm sure Monty Dumont would want to use that space at the back. Also coming in, Cheslin Roberts, number 22, also the brother of Adrian Roberts. Him replacing his brother. They also had a very good innings today. Again, Durbell again scrumming the life out of Unimo. Securing the turnover, and they've got the penalty advantage. Subs of Durbell really bringing in a lot of energy. And there's that man again, Hannes Stofberg, just belting runs from everywhere. Bosman with the recovery. Some real space here on the blind. Great show and go there by Roderick Moses. Adrian Staples not getting over the advantage line. There's Hanu again with a nice little loop pass, and there Jacqueline with a great offload. Ewer van der Merwe getting that ball in, keeping that ball in under severe pressure. Diart again. Ooh, big hit there by Tiny van Wyk. But the Durban train continues with a barrage of runs. Crisp service from Diart. Playing the same side. Durban will really want to get reward for this relentless pressure on attack that they've been giving. First bad pass there by Diart. He will be really disappointed with himself. He's been phenomenal today. Really releasing his backline with crisp service, and he'll be disappointed with that occasion. But nonetheless, it's still a penalty for Durban in the 22. And it looks like Diart has been replaced by Steven Potgieter. And Durban choosing what they do best, and that is scrumming. And I'm sure they would want to build on that lead that they have to get out of touch after that 7-point buffer, just to make it a bit more easier for their coaches to breathe. And yeah, this man Dion Diart, he can really be proud of himself. He's had a phenomenal performance today. Durbell surging with that scrum again. Christoph van Wyk struggling at the moment, and Durbell choosing to break away from that scrum. Jacqueline Moses, can he get the Sunnyball offload? Unfortunately, again forcing the 50-50 and losing the ball in the process. Durbar being their own enemy at this moment, doing everything possible, and then the unforced error by trying to force the pass and keeping Unimo in this game in the process. Score still 12-5. Temperatures dropped significantly, and I'm sure Unimo would want to get out of this area, especially with them playing with the wind behind their backs and getting themselves back into the game. But it starts with a set piece. They've been under pressure. Christopher van Wyk and Kevin Ngindi, and they would want to make sure that they get a good set piece here and get themselves out of this trouble. Replacement scrum off for Durbar. Stefan Potgieter, really nicely built, strongly built. Reminds me a lot about Ricky Schroeder, former Lions scrum off, and Issa under 20 scrum off. And Monty Demont with a very good exit, fortunately not out. Number 23 of Durban would like to launch a nice attack here from the back. Good breaking the tackle. Done well to hold on to that ball. And there, that sea of Durban pods coming through. Bosman playing their hands. And there's a forward pass by the replacement, Roderick Moses. And again, Durban being their worst enemy, having all the opportunities and not taking it, keeping Unimo in this game. They would want to hope that this won't bite them. Won't bite them come the end of this match. Scrum just inside the 22 of Unimo, and it seems like they've replaced their front rows, Tani van Wyk and Kevin Ngindi, and also their captain Reinhard Alman, who can be really proud of his performance today. He's been monumental for his team and leading from the front, and he can be really proud from his efforts today. I think Unimo will want to keep this ball since they've been trailing 7 points with 3 minutes still to go. Losper again with a robust run into the middle, really targeting Bosman as fly off. Monty Demont opting for the kick. Roderick Moses trying to launch another attack. He's been dangerous, but that was a high tackle there by Unimo. Advantage for Durban. And the ref issues the penalty, but Unimo need to be careful here not to concede another yellow card. Their discipline has been a bit of a challenge this afternoon, and I'm sure with Alman off, the captain, I'm sure Monty Demont would want to tell his charges to keep the discipline, because they are still in this match and they can still salvage a draw from this powerful Durban side that is looking like a really well-oiled machine. Great line out again. Bosman with a cut-out pass. Passes a bit high. Oh, great hit there by the number 12, Jacqueline Martinez. 8-man Yves Bashir taking that ball up. Alroy Brandt now playing 9. Losper Cheslin Roberts, former UWC man. The great surge there. Penalty advantage for Unimo for a high tackle on Roberts. By Leon Carstens, he'll be very disappointed with himself. Monty de Mont just channeling the attack. Cannot pass by de Mont. Cheslin Roberts would want to take it on here. Lawrence Pearson want to speed up play. Good offloading contact. Unimo will want to build on this pressure and keep that ball entering the 22 year of Durbar. They will want to capitalize. Monty de Mont with a short pass. Again, Durbar will count themselves lucky there was men on the outside there for the Unimo. I think they will be disappointed with the outcome as they got men on the outside. And it seems like Dalen knocked the ball into contact, which will mean that is a yellow card. The former Paul Rooser, Dalen, hitting the ball out of their hands. And Dalen Goliath would want to go and sit in the Sinman for the last 10 minutes of this game. Quite a crucial part of the game. And it's now or never for Unimo to launch an attack just inside the 22 of Durbar and hopefully get themselves back into the game and get the scores to be equal. Great throw in there by the hooker with nice peel off by Unimo forwards. They will want to be patient here on attack. Nice inside by Monty de Mont for the wing. They will want to get quick ball here for Pearson. Monty de Mont with a nice cut-out pass. They will want to show patience here on attack. Nice run there by Rolf. They change the direction and unlucky. They still got the penalty advantage for not being onside. And I'm sure they will go for touch here. Harry Brandt finding touch, making sure Durbar for the first time in this match under pressure. They've been dominating this game, especially their forwards, and just shows what impact this win has in today's exchanges. Now the priority for Ralph Janssen from Unimo will be to find his jumpers and to launch hopefully attack that can get them back into this match. Again, a skew throw. Thinking, why would you want to throw at the back with a wind like this, especially when you're on the 5 of the attacking line? He will be quite bitterly disappointed. You can see the disappointment on the coaching staff of Unimo. I'm sure Durbar would want to get out of this area and leave some pressure. Bosman standing quite deep, and sure the 8th man Peter Smith would want to pick up and get him out of there. Great pressure scrum again by Durbar when it counts the most. Pearson gives to the fullback Moses. He gets the exit, but still a penalty advantage for that powerful scrum. And I'm sure Unimo will be bitterly disappointed after piling all that pressure and not walking away with any reward. Roderick Moses, replacement fullback, would want to find a good touch here, and he manages to secure line out just outside of the 22 of Durban. And I'm sure they would want to milk the minutes away by a nice line out maul, and hopefully exert some more pressure on Unimo. Comfortable line out there by Justin Basson, just showing his experience again. Ball a bit loose. Ref in the way somewhat in this counter. Penalty can't come from the side. And the ref also seemed to have lost his patience with Durbar. The replacement hooker, Adrian Staples, getting his marching orders. And they've got 2 men on the bench now. Durban reduced to 13 men. Brilliant touch finder there by Alroy. Alroy Brandt showing his skill. Durban currently down by 13 men. And I'm sure now Unimo would want to capitalize on that advantage with 1 forward on the bench as well as 1 backline player. Managed to find the jumper. They would want to launch a good line out more here, not getting the attacking in, getting the shove that they wanted. Good counter pressure by Durban. Seems like that ball was held up, and Durban gets a scrum. Justin Basson leading from the front. And a brilliant counter maul there by that pack of Durban. And I'm sure they would want to find a good exit here by their fly of Bosman. Early shove. Not 10, and they're getting short on Basson. He's been immense for Durban today. Clear pass. Bit of a scuffle here on the side of the field with some guys. Sure, the ref would want to speak to the captains just to get a bit of calm into both packs. Emotions running quite high given that the scores are so close, and especially the replacement wanting to put their hands up and show the coaches that they belong in that starting lineup. But they got to keep their discipline. Interesting decision there by Durban, opting to rather take a scrum inside of their own 22. But they seem to be backing this scrum, and I'm sure they wanted to get out of their 22, especially with the wind in their faces. Good scrum there again by Durban. Jacko Martinez has also been immense for his team today, and crucial unforced error inside his own 22 Bosman. There's a real call for calm heads, especially from the Durbar bench. Placement prop of Unimo. Crystal Layton looked like he injured his ankle and will be again replaced by the starting prop Tiny van Wyk. What a time to come on the field and to showcase what he's made of. Unimo would want to capitalize since we're going into the last 30 seconds of this match. They're still trailing by 7 points. Durban currently leading 12-5. And I'm sure they would want to give everything on defense, and Unimo would want to give everything on attack. Got both options here with the 8-9-15. Let's see what they do. Pick up by Manny with a powerful surge kick.